Salam.
Request to Dr. Zakir. I have all the answers of all your 20 questions, but that will not allow. Kindly give me chance. Any time you will get the logical answers of all the 20 questions. Number one. Now, all the religions they follow the God. God is Almighty. Now that means one should follow His rules also. Now what is given by the God? The rules formed up by the God. एक सीधी सी बात है कि जब भगवान ने हमें जन्म दिया है तो उन्होंने हमारे लिए कुछ व्यवस्था भी की है. I'm not giving lecture.
I would apply the same rule I applied to the last speaker. Put your question in 5 sentences. Assume Dr. Zakir and Mr. Zaveri know the background. Ask your question. 6 sentences,
I'm
please.
asking you the question only. तो भगवान ने हमारे लिए जो भी कुछ दिया है उन्होंने कुछ रूल फॉर्म करके दिए हैं. जैसे कि हमारे लिए सबसे इसेंशियल बात है हवा की. Plenty of hawa is available. Abundant hawa is available. उसके बाद पानी रहता है. पानी wherever you go, पानी is available. Now, other thing is food, which I am coming to the question. The food, भगवान has given us the food also. कश्मीर में है, हमारे लिए कश्मीर में है, इलाके के मुताबिक दिया है. कश्मीर में है हमारे लिए आलमंड्स दिए हैं, काजू दिए हैं, बादाम दिए हैं, पिस्ते दिए हैं, जहाँ के वहाँ जरूरी है. 1 second. राजस्थान में जाओ, आपको वहाँ वो टेम्परेचर के मुताबिक आपको खरबूजा मिलेगा, तरबूजा मिलेगा. यहाँ हमारे लिए 1 second question I am telling you. यहाँ हमारे लिए हलवा बना के केले पे ऊपर रख दिया और whatever easily is available he has given is plenty. Now whatever he has given is plenty is cheaper, and whatever he says no, it is not to be taken or it is restricted, should be he has made it costly. So are we following the rule of the God?
Sir, what is your question on this topic?
Very
He has
good.
Understood it. Okay.
I've understood the question. Very long question. Very good question. See, I'm in the field. I can make out the question. I'm in the field. Regarding the first part, that you can answer all 20 points. I've got various students in this field. I'll ask one of my students to have a dialogue at IRF. If you want, anytime. Which date? Next Sunday. Next Sunday. Not me, my student. Next Sunday.
I can answer to anybody.
Next Sunday.
Anybody.
Next Sunday.
Anybody.
Okay, done. Next Sunday you're invited. What's your name? Brother, your name?
Everything will be given.
Mr. Bade will come to IRF at 10:30. Fine. 10:30 morning. Sunday. Same format here. And my student will debate. Anyone. Same topic. His question, that God has provided air, right, water, everything easily available. So why go for things which are uneasily available and costly? Very good question. That you have to point out to Mr. Zaveri. He is telling that vegetables should be transported to Arctic Circle. Vegetables should be transported to deserts. Tell him, I didn't say that. I'm saying if vegetable is available, have vegetable. If animal is available, have the lawful animal. You have to pose that question to him, not to me. Point number 1. You should have easily available food as long as it is lawful. We should have expensive food, you told me. It's like I telling a rich person, why are you living in Nariman Point? You know, 1 square feet of land, apartment, Nariman Point, costs 25,000 rupees. Come to Mira Road, only 1,000 rupees per square feet. When the rich man can afford to pay money to buy a good flat, why are you preventing a rich man to buy good food? And non-veg food, in protein, in iron, and various ways, medically, it is superior, it's of higher quality. So if rich man can afford it, why are you stopping? If you can't afford, have vegetables. I'm not stopping you. Hope that answers the question.
Thank you for your enthusiasm. We'll not allow that question. Mr. Zaveri said he would like to, he's exhausted, and we respect his views. He would like to leave, so we'll not allow that question, but we'll allow 2 people here who are to ask questions after Mr. Mr. Dhanraj Sarlecha would propose a vote of thanks, after which those who would like to leave may leave, those who would like to hear those 2 questions and 2 answers.
Question from the ladies' side. It's not working. Hello?
The meeting would be formally closed. Only 2 questions
Hello?
after the meeting would be allowed.
Hello? Excuse me, this is one last question from the ladies. This is for Dr. Zakir.
No, we'll allow the... No, no, after this, just 2 people and 1 from the ladies. No one else would be... 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 questions.
Yeah. Hello?
Excuse me, Mr. Trivedi is saying I should be strict. Now the thing is that I am being compassionate. I give chance to two people here. Now everyone is demanding what we allow? Vote of thanks right away. Then 4 questions, 2 here, one there, then close. That's final. Yes, Mr. Dhanraj Salecha to propose a vote of thanks.
Chief guest Sri YP Trivedi, learned speakers of dialogue, distinguished guests, brothers and sisters. It's really my pleasant duty to offer vote of thanks on behalf of all the 3 organizations on whose behalf I thank Sri YP Trivedi to spare his valuable time and grace this occasion as chief guest. I'm really thankful to both the speakers for their most interesting and informative discussion, and above all, I thank you all the participants for participating in the debate. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Now we continue on with the 4 questions. The chief guest, Mr. Trivedi, Zaveri are excused. Those who would like to hear the 3 or 4 questions aloud may sit back. We will continue in a minute as the chief guest and the speaker leave. The formal program is closed. We will have an informal 4 questions allowed for the audiences, for the 4 questioners who didn't get a chance because of my interfering and giving the other speakers a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. We are starting the sequel question answer session right away. Yes, brother.
My question is, are non-vegetarian food deficient in nutrition?
The brother asked a very good question. That are non-vegetarian food deficient in any nutrient? Yes, they are. It will be wrong on my part to say no. I'm not a fanatic non-vegetarian. It's deficient in carbohydrate, vitamin C. But this is easily available in vegetables. Non-veg, we have vegetables. And fruits, they are rich in vitamin C. We can have fruits. But as a normal comparison, in nutritive value, if you analyze the non-veg food, as I mentioned earlier, it contains first-class proteins, high quality, and complete protein. Contains essential fatty acids, even iron. And one of the good foods is egg, which the speaker spoke so much against egg. The egg contains about 6 grams of protein, one large egg. The half of it is in the egg white, and the egg white is known as an ideal protein. Ideal protein means a protein by which other proteins are judged. It contains all the essential amino acids in the right quantity. Egg also contains riboflavin, iron, folate, vitamin B12, vitamin D, vitamin E. One of the few only foods which contain vitamin D is egg. Egg is given to people who are sick and are convalescing, who are improving from sickness. You know why? It's easily digested, contains all the requirement. Spoke so much about egg, it has little negative factors also. It's also called a nutrient-dense food because it contains all the essential nutrients in the right quantity without excess of any one particular substance and contains less calorie. Contains 70 calories only, one large egg. But there are many foods which contain essentials, amino acids, which are not there in the veg food. In the veg food, what we have to do, if we require all the nutrients, a person can be a veg and get the nutrients. How? By selecting the particular diet. By selecting the vegetable he's eating. If this vegetable is deficient in one amino acid, have the other vegetable which has it. So if he selectively chooses in the correct balance and monitors it, then he'll be healthy. In non-veg food, just have very non-veg food, and normally you won't be deficient in these nutrients. Hope that answers the question.
Yes, brother.
My name is Babubhai Javeri. Dr. Zakir Naik mentioned in his speech, he tried to quote authorities alternative to Dr. Dean Ornish. Dr. Dean Ornish has been a pioneer in the field of research on reversal of heart diseases, and he has now come to be acclaimed as an authority. His contribution to the field has been recognized by the President of United States by appointing him as an advisor to advise Americans on health matters. It is at the instance of Dr. Ornish that now it has been incorporated in the